Issue 9. The Quiet Man. The shadow finally moved. Not a rush, but a deliberate shift from possibility to action. Rakan felt it before he saw it. The pressure in the air changed. The empty space he had been observing became resistance. The quiet man emerged from between the trees as if the place itself was making way for him. His steps made no sound, yet his presence was heavy, pressing on the senses rather than the ground. Rakan planted his feet. The Caracal recalibrated its balance. The first strike came without warning. It wasn't just fast, it was clever. The fist didn't aim for the body, but for the angle of motion. The quiet man struck the void where Rakan would be half a second later. Rakan stepped back, but just slightly too late. The blow grazed the armor, not with force, but with perfect timing. The hood vibrated. Not damage, deliberate interference. The quiet man doesn't strike to hurt, he strikes to disable. Rakan responded immediately, a spinning counterstrike using full body weight and rotation. But the quiet man didn't block it, he slid with it. The strike passed and the quiet man was behind him. Rakan felt the kick before he saw it. It landed on his lower back at the exact connection point of the armor. The impact wasn't heavy, it was precise. Too precise. The Caracal froze for 0.3 seconds. Not malfunction, prediction conflict. Two valid outcomes had occupied the same frame. For the first time, the system hesitated. And the quiet man stopped. Not to attack, not to finish. He simply observed. Then he spoke. His voice was calm, almost disappointed. Still relying on what corrects you? Rakan rose slowly. The hood struggled to stabilize. And then, for the first time since activation, a red line appeared. External cognitive interference source. Unknown threat. Level undefined. Recommended response. Learn. The pause lasted only a second. Come, understand me. Then the quiet man moved again. No anger, no urgency, only confirmation. The strike was stronger than the previous one. Rakan flew 2 meters, crashing onto the wet ground. Water splashed. The hood gave a delayed warning. Yet Rakan didn't get up immediately. He analyzed. Not strength. Timing plus redirection plus intention reading. The Caracal displayed quick data, strike angle, reaction delay, breathing pattern. The quiet man hadn't charged. He stood, waiting, as if saying, "Come, understand me." Rakan rose slowly. The second strike came faster. This time, the quiet man used a different technique. A short, close strike aimed at the shoulder joining point. The armor absorbed part of the impact, but the body doesn't lie. Rakan felt real pain, stronger than any previous strike. He fell to one knee. The HUD shouted. Structural stress detected, but Rakan's mind was elsewhere. Same rhythm, but each time he shifts the pivot. He tried, again and again. Every time, the quiet man blocked, guided, and countered with surgical precision. Rakan began to tire, not just physically, mentally, but something was emerging, something small. Each time, before the quiet man blocked the strike, there was a microscopic delay, not in the motion, but in the analysis. The quiet man doesn't just read the body, he reads the intent. But what if the intent was false? Rakan began planting strikes, an obvious attack, but with a fake intent. A hand strike, but the intention in the foot. A lunge, then an illogical retreat. On the fourth attempt, the quiet man slipped. Not a big mistake, a slight deviation, but enough. Rakan struck. Not the strongest strike, but the most accurate. It hit at the lower chest, where motion and analysis intersect. The quiet man stepped back, then another step, then stopped. Silence returned. He slowly lifted his head and looked at Rakan. For the first time, he smiled, a weary smile. He said softly, "That's it. This is the end. The technique is over. You've understood me." He stepped forward, then said, "Kill me, Caracal." Rakan froze. "Finish it. End what I am." Rakan's voice broke. "No, I've never killed a man in my life." He stepped closer. "I want to know about my father." The quiet man looked at him for a long moment, then said, "If you knew, you would wish you hadn't asked," and smiled one last time. Rakan moved immediately, but too late. The quiet man executed it in a way Rakan had anticipated, but refused to believe. A single, silent pulse. A calculated end. There was no screaming, no chaos. Everything simply stopped, as if time itself respected its final decision. And before Rakan could process the scene, another voice rang out, angry, broken, ancient. "You fool!" The very air trembled. "Caracal! What have you done?" The archivist's voice. "I needed him alive. I needed the answer." Rakan stood, staring at the body, and said softly, calmer than ever, "And I needed the truth."